welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. This is week 7 of our series. Um, if you're joining us, please let us know where are you joining us from, and that way we can check our audio and make sure that we are good. Thank you for joining us. Okay, thank you for joining us. Go ahead and let's do the other one. Annalise, that one. Did you turn it on already? Welcome to Cultivating with Sandra, and give us a second. Sorry about that. Welcome to Cultivating with Sandra. Today is Medicinal Monday, and we are here working on our next herb. And just to recap, those of you that are new, thank you for joining us. Those of you that are returning, thank you for joining us faithfully every week. We are live on YouTube in our channel, although I am currently streaming live through my personal Facebook. That will be for a short time until we get all of our subscribers into our YouTube channel. But as a review, we want to go over what we have done in the past 6 weeks. We have done our fire cider. Some of you remember our fire cider has all the, it's a good tonic or a good to take for your cold, sinuses, flu, allergies. It is a good one that it will warm you up, especially when you have a real bad flu or cold and you feel inside super cold. This one is a good one. We will be extracting all of its medicinal values shortly, probably in a week or so, because we will be taking this to our market March 21st. Ooh, I'm spilling. You have some napkins. March 21st at the Baytown market. Okay, that was week 1. Week 2, we did our infused honeys, and we infused honey with cinnamon. We infused honey with garlic. We infused honey and lemon, honey and ginger, honey and red onions. We also did honey and elderberry. We also did honey and cranberry, and we did honey and turmeric. And then last week we filtered through, so we took all of the items out, and now we are just left with the flavored or infused honey. And make sure that you are burping it, because your lid will turn like this because of the pressure that it builds. So that was week 2. Week 3, we did an oxymel. So week 1, we worked with apple cider vinegar. Week 2, we worked with honey. So week 3, we did an oxymel, which is an oregano and elderberry. This one also, you could take it for cold and flu and sinuses and allergies. But some people don't like the vinegary portion or anything that has a lot of vinegar. And then some people don't like the part that has a lot of honey or the sweetness in sugar. So this one is infused by honey and apple cider vinegar. And this one is ready to be strained, but I haven't done so yet. But this one is a very good one that it mixes honey and apple cider vinegar. Now, once you taste this and it's too sweet, you could add more apple cider vinegar. Or if it's not sweet enough and it's too tart, then you could add more honey. Remember, all of these are remedies that you can make and tailor to yourself and to your family's need. Then week 4, we did a probiotic soda, which actually I just made some more because we ate it, we drank it all up. We did a hibiscus pineapple soda. We actually did a pineapple soda that my niece tried today, and she's gonna take the last bottle home. And then we had done also a ginger ale. So that was what we did on week 4 with our probiotic sodas. On week 5, we talked about the cayenne pepper and the benefits and the salves. You could make some of those salves, or you could order some from our website. Also, we talked about how to use cayenne pepper to support our blood flow, uh, high blood pressure, and all those benefits. And you could order also those high blood pressure support supplements, or you can make it yourself based on the information that we talked about. Last week we talked about ginger and all of the medicinal benefit of ginger. We talked about the infused ginger. We talked about how it was good to make probiotic sodas. We talked about how it was good for your gut health. We talked about all of those benefits, and that brings us to today, and we are talking about turmeric, this golden herb. So you got fresh turmeric and we have powdered turmeric. And although this says HEB, we run out of the HEB, but we recycle our container with our turmeric. So turmeric pairs beautifully with ginger and cayenne pepper, as they are warming herbs also. And there are many recipes that are used or are made to help you with inflammation, gut digestion, and everyday wellness. And here we go to my disclaimer that I have to read every day, every week. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent diseases. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting any new herb practice. So, what is turmeric? And I have my notes so I can make sure that I remember everything that I need to tell you. So, turmeric is a root similar to the ginger root, um, and is in orange. It's a bright orange color. It has been used for thousands of years for traditional herbal purposes, medicinal purposes across India, Asia, and the Caribbean, both for food and medicine. It is considered warming, just like ginger and cayenne pepper are, um, but is most known for supporting body natural inflammation response. So you could use it as a root and you could use it as a powder. So before we go further, you know me, I like to read you every which way the herb has been used. So bear with me because we have front and back into the benefit of turmeric. So turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and digestive herb traditionally used across many healing systems. Here is a breakdown of all of them. For the nervous system and the brain, it supports memory and focus. It may reduce neurodegenerative conditions. It helps calm inflammation linked to anxiety and depression. It protects the brain cells from oxidative stress. For cardiovascular, that's for your heart and your blood. It improves circulation. It lowers inflammation of the blood vessels. It supports healthy cholesterol levels, which is a good one. It is a good benefit because as a nation, our cholesterol levels are extremely high. It may reduce blood clot formation, and it can protect against heart disease. For the respiratory system, it helps reduce airway inflammation. It supports asthma and bronchitis relief. It loosens mucus, and it boosts immune system in infections. For the immune system, it's good anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, all those antis, and it enhances the immune defense. It helps the body fight infections faster. For the skin, hair, and wound, it promotes healing in any wound, any cuts that you may have. It reduces acne and eczema. It fights skin condition, it brightens complexion, and it supports collagen production. For muscular for your joints and your muscle, it helps. It's powerful. Arthritis relief. It reduces joint swelling and stiffness. It eases muscle soreness. It supports mobility and flexibility. And it still goes on, y'all. For digestive, for the gut, the liver, and the gallbladder, it stimulates bowel production, fat in digestion. So your body, as you are in eating, your liver supposed to provide this bowel that helps finish breaking down what you eat and provide support to your system. So it helps with that. Releases bloating and gas. It soothes ulcers and IBS. It supports liver detoxification and improves nutrient absorption. For the endocrine system, that's your hormone and your blood sugar, it helps regulate blood sugar levels, improve insulin sensitivity, it supports adrenal health, and it may even help with PMS symptoms. For your cellular health and cancer prevention support, it is a strong antioxidant. It provides strong antioxidant protection. It helps neutralize free radicals. It inhibits the abnormal cell growth, and it supports cellular repair. For the reproductive system, it helps or supports hormone balance, reduces menstrual cramps, improves reproductive inflammation, and traditionally is used for fertility health. And for urinary and kidney support, it is an anti-inflammatory for urinary tract. It helps fight infection and support detox fats. So y'all, that is a long list of what this small, sometimes considered insignificant herb can do for us. And as a bonus, turmeric can be absorbed up to 2,000% better if you pair with black pepper, or if you pair with olive oil, coconut oil, honey, or milk. So those olive oil, coconut oil, honey, milk, and black pepper does helps your body absorb it a lot better. It says up to 2,000%. So we have heard a lot of things of what turmeric can do for us. And we say, oh yeah. So now how do we prepare it? So we are going to do a couple of things today, and I'm going to show you. So turmeric, and I am going to wear some gloves because I do not feel like having orange fingers for a couple of days. So the first thing, we want to remember that turmeric works, but even better when you pair it wisely. So this is why turmeric is often used daily in many cultures. And in some cultures, you don't take turmeric when you're sick. You take turmeric every day. That's how come you have some Indian cuisines that always has turmeric. It has curry. It has ginger. All because why wait until you're sick? Let's stay healthy. Any questions so far?
One said, "What are you cooking?"
We're gonna be making some turmeric tea. Some turmeric tea. And actually, I need to put this other water to hot. Okay, so we let's talk about fresh turmeric. It is earthy and it is bright. It's used for tea, syrups, and honey. And then the powder is bright and it is concentrated and it's easy to store, obviously, and perfect for golden milk and paste. Both are powerful, but they are easy, but you're going to use what is easiest for you. So you can put this turmeric whole once you wash it. I wash mine. Mine is organic, but I'm gonna still kind of peel some of its skin. So we want to use approximately 1 to 2 inches of this to make a tea. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like it as a tea. So You get to decide how you want to prepare it. So we are going to show you how to prepare it in different ways. You do not have to take the skin off, but I'm going to model for those of you that prefer the skin off. So then we are going to slice this. It's not as hard as ginger, so you don't have to press so much on it. So that's around almost 2 inches. And what we're gonna do is we are going to chop it as much. We could grate it if you wanted to. I don't like grating. You could use a food processor if you want to. But now that you have it, this is 2 cups of water, distilled water. We are going to put it in here. And we are gonna let this, let me have the top. We are gonna let this simmer for 15 to 20 minutes in low. And then we are going to, once it simmer, we are going to strain it. We're going to add a little bit of black pepper. And then you're going to sweeten it as you please. You could sweeten it with sugar. If you use plain white sugar, you could use plain white sugar. You could use turmeric sugar. You could use raw sugar. You could use coconut sugar. You could use all kind of sugar for it. What I do advise, or I suggest, not advise because I'm not a doctor, is that you do not use any artificial sugar. You know, things that are made out of chemicals, it is not, because it could interact with the benefits of the turmeric. So let's say that you say, okay, Sandra, I am not going to be peeling, turning my fingers orange to make some turmeric tea. So what we can do is, we'll put this to the side, is you get a cup, and then you are going to get this is a half, it should be half, yes, a half a teaspoon of um, turmeric. You'll put a half a teaspoon. You could start with a fourth of a teaspoon. Because if you don't know if you're going to like it, you may want to start small. And if you could tolerate it, then you could increase it. But the most is a half a teaspoon. You put it in your cup. And then you put your water. My water is quite not ready. But you'll put your water, and then you will let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. I got turmeric everywhere. And then you will add a pinch or a tiny little bit of black pepper, so your body can absorb it. And then you will sweeten it as you like. Just like you will sweeten this one, you will sweeten this one. So that will be a great thing for you to use a good sweetener. Okay, so that is how you would make um, your tea. Now we will pretend that this one has simmered. It's 10 to 15 minutes because I actually need this burner. So we're gonna put this to the side, and it could simmer there. We are going to make golden milk. This milk has been used for many years. I actually have never tried it, but I heard a lot of good benefits of it. So today will be my day to try it. So it says that we are supposed to warm our milk. And for those of you curious what kind of milk this is almond milk. You could use any of the milks that you want. Whatever you like, that is what you can use. Okay? And this milk, or golden milk, is usually used for joint comfort, um, for nighttime relaxation. inflammation balance, and for digestion. So I'm going to try it during the day. And if I like it, I may do it again at night. So you're supposed to warm this 1 cup of milk. And then you are supposed to put half a teaspoon of turmeric. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I am not using a full hat because although I know the benefit of it, I only take things that I like. That is why I like to share with you many ways of preparing it, because I want you to try what works for you. There's no need for me to tell you, you have to do it this way and you have to put it this amount and you have to this and you have to that, because if you don't like it, you're not going to try it. If you don't like it, you're not going to drink it again. So I am going to put, it's probably a third. So you put it there and then you put a pinch of black pepper as your milk is warming. And this is my pinch. Are ready? Can they see it?
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring it a little bit closer. Here's my pinch. That's my pinch. Because you know I don't like anything spicy either. So my water, it's my water. Oh, it's already hot enough. So we'll put the hot water here on this one, which was my powder one. And obviously we'll cover it. You remember why we cover it? So all those oils that are going or steaming away are staying within there, so we can make sure that we get all the benefits of it. So then we'll simmer this for approximately a few minutes. We want to make sure that it doesn't boil. That is the only requirement, that it does not boil. So let me stir this. And I drink my teas with no sugar. We'll see. I'll try this with no sugar. And then we'll decide if I'm going to have sugar in this golden milk. You're not required to have sugar. Some people add honey to this. I don't like honey in my teas. I rather take my honey straight. Some people like honey in their tea. My husband loves honey in his tea. So you do what's best for you. I'm gonna use, if I use any sweeteners, well, I may just try it with honey to see if I really like it. I'm not gonna knock it until I try it. I'm gonna try with some honey, and if I don't like that, then the next time around I may just have some raw cane sugar. Some people may add ginger to this, and some people may add cinnamon to this. So in my apothecary, there are some ginger. I mean, not ginger, cinnamon is silent cinnamon. I think it's on the second row. Yes. And those of you that are doing cinnamon, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but silent cinnamon is the healthiest cinnamon for you to use. So what I'll do is that I'll get one piece and I just put it in there. And now when I'm drinking this, I will leave my piece of cinnamon there in my tea, in my golden milk. So that is another benefit. This is for joint comfort. This is for a nighttime for you that having trouble sleeping. It's a good one for that, for relaxation. It is well for inflammation, for digestion. So it is not limited to nighttime. So it's relaxing on your body. So now that you see, this is why I didn't want to have my bare hand. Let's take these gloves off because y'all know me and gloves don't really get along. I only use it when I have to. And let's clean this up. Okay, so now that we have that done, so we've done 3 recipes. We've done the tea with the actual herb um, root. We have done it with the powder. We have it done right here. And this one needs what? A pinch of, there we go, that's my pinch, of black pepper. So make sure that we absorb at least up to 2000%. And then we have our golden milk here. So we already done 3 ways of preparing turmeric so it can help you. Other benefit, and this one I like the taste of it, which is infused turmeric um, with honey. So what I did is I got my turmeric, I sliced it, I put it in here. I put like a third of it. You could do a fourth or a third. You could start with a third. A fourth, if you're not sure if you gonna like it. But if you're thinking of really seriously thinking of making infused honey, turmeric infused honey, then you want to do at least a third. You could go up to almost a half, and then you will fill the rest of it up with honey. And then what you do is that you let it sit for 2 weeks. Every day, I don't know if you got to hear that. Every day you burp it to make sure that all of those gases that are being released are have a way out. Otherwise, I'll show you. I think I showed you in the past, which this one is the lemon. Your lid will start buckling up like this. So that is because I forgot to burp it. So, and this is good. I have tasted this one. Um, I don't have a clean spoon, otherwise I'll take some more. But this one is good. You can actually do you can sweeten your milk, your golden milk, with the infused honey if you want to. It'll give you more turmeric. And then I did put after I took all of the pieces out, then as I strained it, then I put a pinch, well, more than a pinch of black pepper here, so we could always receive all of the nutritional values of it. So, and this, you can take a teaspoon every single day. If you like it, you could take a teaspoon every single day. And that one, that is to okay. Sorry about that, y'all. I forgot to put my phone in do not disturb. Hopefully, we won't have any more interruptions. So, so yes, that is the benefit of your infused turmeric honey. The next one that I want to talk about is for your skin. I have a little bit of honey here. For this one, you could use honey. You can use yogurt. And if you're using yogurt, you want to use the yogurt that is plain yogurt. And you do not want to use anything that is flavored. Um, and this, you could use it as a mask. So I have a little bit of honey um, on it. And then what you do is that you do a pinch of turmeric in it. You just do a little bit because it will make you orange face, orange hand, orange whatever. So you mix it, and this will help brighten your skin. This will help any irritation. Sometimes some of us use makeup and it irritates our skin, or you may use our new product lotion that it may irritate your skin. So this works well, and then it also helps with the toning your face, your pigment. You can also add a little bit of lemon, especially if you're using it to brighten your skin. So once you mix this well, and make sure that you are light on the turmeric, what you would do is you will get some of it. And wherever it is that you want to do it, you just put it on. You put it, you cover whatever it is. This is actually how I got rid of my acne spots that I had on my face years ago. It was bad, y'all. I don't know. I still have some, but not as bad as I used to. And that is when once I got rid of them, that's when I really stopped using makeup. So you put it on your skin, you leave it 10 to 15 minutes, and then you just wash it off. Simple as that. And I used it on my finger, and it's not much of the yellow that of the turmeric. So you leave it there, you let it dry 10 to 15 minutes, and then you wash it in warm water. And then it will slowly help your skin restore itself. It will eventually start brightening your skin. It start coming any of the irritation, because you also have all of the benefits of the honey. For this one, you don't have to put you don't have to put black pepper on it. So that's the way you do it for a mask or for your skin to protect it from anything that has irritated it. There's two more things that we can use it. Is it two more? One more. It is to make a turmeric syrup. And for that one, you will get around a half a cup of turmeric and water. I will put at least 2 cups of water and half a cup of turmeric, and you will simmer that slowly until you reduce it the 2 cups to the 1 cup, and then after that you will add the same amount of honey. So if you have 1 cup of the syrup type, then you'll do 1 cup of honey, and you'll mix it together, and then you add a little bit of pepper, and then you could refrigerate it, and you take 1 to 2 teaspoons. I mean, 1 to 2 tablespoons if you want it that way. Now, let me tell you, this only lasts in your refrigerator up to 3 weeks, between 2 to 3 weeks. After that, if you didn't eat it, if you didn't consume it, you need to discard it. Some people have gone that, oh, it lasts me a whole month, it lasts me a month and a half, and it could well last you a month and a half, but I don't know how cold your refrigerator is. I don't know how off temperature it gets. I don't know all the extra factors that can affect the turmeric. So I would suggest from 2 to 3 weeks is your safest timeline, with being the safest. Okay, so you'll simmer in water for 15 to 20 minutes. Then you add you will strain it. Then you add the honey. Some people use sugar. Honey will give you more medicinal benefits. And then obviously you do your splash of pepper, and then you take a teaspoon. I mean a tablespoon of it. You could also make it into a paste. You could just boil it, the water until it turns into a paste itself. You boil it, simmering. Well, I shouldn't say boil it. That is wrong. You simmer. It could be a light bubble, and then you get it down until it's almost a paste, and then you could add black pepper, and you could or you could add coconut oil. You could do coconut oil. So you simmer it, and then you will put some coconut oil, and then you could refrigerate this for 2 weeks. You can use this paste to make your golden milk, or you could use this paste externally as part of this honey and turmeric. You could add it to the honey. You could add it to the yogurt. and you could use it. Now that also refrigerated for 2 weeks and 2 weeks only. Okay, so we want you to remember that this stains. Right now it's not staining my skin right now, because I use a small amount. But if you use a large amount, it's gonna stain your skin. If you are cutting it without any gloves, it's gonna stain your fingers. So I will ask that you start small. Remember that it's stained. It is a warming herb, so it will warm you up. And if you are under any medical um, care, please check with your doctors on what is best. So it is one herb, one that it is, you could use it for many things. You decide what it is that you want to use it for. You try it small. And then it could be tea, it could be milk, it could be honey, it could be syrup, it could be a paste, it could be syrup, it could be a lot of things. Once you know the plant, you could do countless amount of remedies. Now, before we pause for more questions, I want you to look at this. I don't know if you can see this well. These two were planted on the same day, January 8th. This is ginger, which needs to be replanted somewhere else. And then this is turmeric. And I want you to look that turmeric barely is coming up. So turmeric is a lot slow process than it is for ginger. So if you are going to grow turmeric, you get the root just like you get it from the grocery store. And you just, not this one because I already washed this one. You just dig it in. Let me have behind you there's some. Yeah. Just give me one small one. The smallest one you see. Okay, cool. This is the smallest one she found. So what you do, you get your root, and I'm only using the small one because I need to use that for something else. And you get your soil, you plant it, you put it in there, and then you cover it. You make sure it stay moist, and it will grow. So it is 6 weeks since we planted this. Probably, oh no, turmeric was on the 15th. So this is 1 week difference. So it is a 1 month it took to make that small growth. One other thing, this if you're gonna grow this, you started in a small pot, but then you have to transplant it because remember this grows turmeric grows downwards, and it is huge. The plant could grow into real big plant. It's beautiful too. The fall, the leaves are really really nice. Also, ginger. Right now, this eventually I will start planting it somewhere else so it could start spreading. So ginger grows horizontally, and turmeric even somewhat horizontal, but it's mainly grows vertically down. So you can plant this at home. Just get an organic piece, put it in the soil, and it will grow. Also note that it must be transplanted outside, and they don't like cold weather. They only like warm weather. So, and based on the forecast that I saw this morning, we shouldn't have any more cold spell. No more freezes. Nothing less than 50 degrees from what I heard. So it is perfect time for us to start planting these, so we could have our own 100% organic herbs. So, any questions so far?
Yeah. This girl said, "What kind of honey do you use for the recipes?"
I use local honey. Annalise, in the pantry, there's one bottle that is already open. You can use the honey that is local to your environment, to where you live. This one is for Baytown, there's two in Baytown. Um, I forgot the name of the other one. Um, it's in my purse, Nina. Go see if my purse should be in my car, and there's a business card in there. That is a honey business card. So this one comes from Bill's Local Raw Honey off of East Baker Road in Baytown, and this is 3 pounds. Is $23. The other one that I'm gonna get you the name on of, they also sell the honey, also locally from Baytown, and they have the same exact price. So they are both locally, they both are beneficial. You want to use the honey that is local to you because that will help you. You know, honey also helps you with your allergies. Like some people don't like to take anything for it. They don't want anything. They don't want no herbal. But a teaspoon of honey every single day will help you too. So yes, local honey. Not store bought honey unless that is your last resort. Make sure that it is organic, and there's no um, anything added to it. Because based on what I researched, only 30%, only 30% of your honey has to be organic. No? Okay. So yeah, sorry, I cannot think of the other one. I think it's Blue Bonnet or something like that, honey, that is in Baytown. Any other questions? Okay. Also, like for your facial mask, if you want to use a store bought honey, that's fine. But for everything else, you should you should be using local honey if it's available in your area. Okay. HEB has a pretty decent brand, um and it's called, let me see that one there. What is it called? It's called Texas Raw Unfiltered Honey. But remember, they only have to be less than 50% real honey, and they could add everything else to it. So make sure that you do your research on your honey. Or this is a blend. So you want to get something that is not a blend. Um, Hold on, y'all. Is it boiling and it shouldn't be boiling? And I don't cannot put it. Oh, let me put it on this. Okay, so you want to make sure that your honey is as unfiltered as possible. But yes, any other questions? Nope. Well, thank you for following us. Thank you for joining. If it's your first time, thank you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe so you will be notified of all of our videos that are coming up. Remember that I have two series that are going on simultaneously. On Monday we have Medicinal Monday, and on Thursday we have Thrive Thursday, where we actually show you how to use these types of growing and other things. We already planted two beds. This Thursday we should be planted our last two beds for our garden. And we want to let you know that we appreciate all you can do for us, which is free, which is to like, subscribe, and share this out to someone that you think will be beneficial to you. I do have a survey going, still live until, I believe, until tomorrow, to help us guide where we want to go with our Medicinal Monday. Thank you for those of you that already answer or our survey or completed our survey. You could find it in our Instagram. You could also find us at Cultivating with Sandra. In Facebook, our page is cultivating and educating consultants, and you can find it there. Those of you that are in my personal page, Facebook page, you can also find it there. And the two choices that you have is that For the month of March, do you want us to go one herb at a time, like we've been doing for the month of February? So that's one choice. And the other choice is if you wanted to do by body system. So if we're going to look at the um, heart or the circulatory system, what 4 or 5 herbs we can use to support that. So we are really choosing between one herb at a time or 5 herbs at a time. So that will be also in our Facebook. um I will also add this survey at the end on our base Facebook live and also on our YouTube once it's posted. So thank you for watching. Next week we are doing garlic, I believe. That's our last warming herb that we are going to do. So it was cayenne pepper, um, ginger, turmeric, and garlic. Those are 4 warming herbs that we wanted to talk to about this month. And all of them is because of flu and cold season and COVID and whatever else we may have, allergies we may be having going on. So make sure that you have your apothecary already at home. If you have turmeric, if you have ginger, if you have limes, if you have cayenne pepper, if you have onions, you're already building your apothecary. You already have an apothecary. Cinnamon, you already have an apothecary. You have a culinary apothecary growing in your home, but you have, and what we encourage you to do is to choose 1 or 2 herbs every month. Learn all you could learn about it and how it benefits you. That's the main key. How it benefits you. And based on how it benefits you, you use it the way it benefits you. And you learn little by little each time and every day. And we hope that you come along this journey with us as we provide more support. Um, some of you have been asking about in-depth classes, and we are working on that. As soon as we make all of the arrangements finals, we'll be sharing those with you. Thank you again for joining us at Medicinal Monday. Let your kitchen become your apothecary, one remedy at a time. Thank you for watching. God bless.
There's a question.
Oh, there's a question. What is it?
The lady said, is it same time every Monday?
Same time every Monday, 12 o'clock every Monday for Medicinal Monday, and 11 o'clock every Thursday for Thrive Thursday. That's it. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. God bless you.